So I have literally just prepared a delicious curry right here. It's so good. And I want a really nice paratha to go with it. So I thought I will share that paratha recipe with you. So I'm going to start with 300 grams of chapati flour. If you don't have chapati flour, use whole grain flour half and half plain flour. But you can find chapati flour in Asian supermarkets or online. But if you can't, like I said, use half and half. So I'm just going to 300 grams would be enough for 4 people's dinner. So I'm just gonna get that. I normally don't weigh the flour and the water because it's just some flour. You slowly add the water, but because I want to tell you guys, some of you might be new to Indian food, and that makes it easy for you to follow. Right, only a few things to go in. Right, gonna add half a teaspoon of salt, half a teaspoon of chili powder. Now 1 teaspoon of ajwain or carom seeds. And if you don't have that, then you could dry roast some cumin seeds and crush them lightly, but they don't taste anything like ajwain. Ajwain is like an aniseedy flavor, whereas cumin is totally different. So if you can find it, I would recommend look for it, and then you can use it for other recipes as well. A good handful of fresh coriander leaves and 1 red onion that I'm going to finely chop. Just add the onions. And then 1 teaspoon of garam masala. So I have got here around 170 ml of water. Please do not add it all together. I must have said this in every flatbread recipe because that is true. You don't add it all together. Whatever the recipe says, just measure and put it in a bowl. And then mix all the dry ingredients together like this. And then slowly add the water. Add a bit of water, mix it in. God, the onion is really strong. Because you might not need all of it. And if you add all of it together and you don't need it, you can't really take that out. Which is why I add little at a time. You really don't need any blender mixer for this. Just do it by hand because that's the quickest way to get the flatbread dough ready. I've used up all of it, so I'm just going to add a bit more. I think that should be plenty. Right. Going to be enough. Now all I'm doing is bringing it together, and the key is that you let it rest for 15-20 minutes. So just knead it. Smells quite amazing. Beautiful. So I say 15 minutes, but you can leave it for half an hour, you can leave it for 1 hour. If you have any leftover, you can put it in the fridge in a box, take it out half an hour before you use it the next day. So you can just save it for 2 to 3 days in the fridge as well. So that is ready. That's a lovely dough. And all I need to do is let it rest. So obviously I'm going to cover it because you don't want to dry it out. Just cover. Leave it alone. I've let that rest for an hour, and I'm just taking one, like a lemon sized portion, going to roll it in some flour. Just roll it in some flour, and then you can make rotis like this, but I'm not making roti. I am going to put some, let's warm this butter. You can use ghee. I've got this butter handy, so I'm just using the butter, but yeah, ghee is good for this. Just gonna get a little bit on the paratha, and then you fold it into a triangle. So you just fold it up once, and then you fold it up twice, then you roll it in the flour again, and then you make a nice thin paratha. Not a massive one, because you don't want it super thin, but guess 4-5 inches big. So that's your paratha triangle. Nice hot pan, and then cook for a minute or so until it's golden. Then I'm going to turn it over. So it starts to kind of bubble up. Come have a look. It starts to bubble up, and that's when you know it's ready to turn over. And then we want to cook it to kind of same golden on the other side before we add the butter or ghee. Just a bit of ghee or butter, cook, and then same thing on the other side. And butter, and then cook. And today I'm serving these parathas with a lovely turkey curry or a chicken curry. You can serve it with dal and some raita and salad. Here are the onion masala parathas ready. I've got my curry ready. I've got a little bit of salad going on, some bundi raita, and this whole combination is going to be fantastic. But look at these gorgeous parathas. They are packed with lovely little things, and you can also enjoy them just on its own with some extra butter on top and some pickle on the side. Yeah, so good. Yeah, well, onions in there. There's so many spices in there. Oh, that's so good. And you saw how simple they were to make. Like I said, I'm going to enjoy it as a meal, but also you can make it into wraps. You can fill it with potatoes, and you can serve it with other curries. All of them you can find on the channel. Hope you will give them a go. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you very soon with another new recipe. Bye for now. It's better served dinner now.